You know, when people said there were alterations in the law, and I said, I just hope that someone somewhere with the right authority will use the opportunity of this allegation of alteration to the tax law to look for the fire and put it out rather than chasing the smoke. 3 senior advocates of Nigeria, including a former NBA president, said to me that there are 3 versions of the Constitution. You know, so this is a problem with the process. Quality assurance, accountability, let's fix it. For the people online, one question is, this 500,000 rents, how is it going to be administered? Would it be automatic for all employees? Would it be based on the pay structure if you have rent allowance there? Or would it be that you need to bring receipts? The idea behind this 500,000 I already explained to you is for the urban poor. But we couldn't discriminate because that would be unconstitutional, so everybody can claim it. How it will be claimed so that the process is not too cumbersome is still being worked out with the Joint Revenue Board. We have some drafts we haven't finalized, which goes into the last question that says, would all revenue collection be consolidated under NRS? The answer is yes, but that process has only just started. And then the question is, they haven't even issued all these guidelines. That is true. Our plan in an ideal world was for all these regulations, guidelines, public notices to be ready like 3 months before December, because we want people to give their feedback, debate it, finalize, and gazette. But in our real world, it did not happen like that. And as I speak to you today, we have more than 40 regulations, guidelines, and public notices that have been finalized. But we can't release a single one of them because we're still waiting for what is the final version of the gazette. You know why? Because the Act Authentication Act says whatever the government printer publishes is the evidence of the law that was passed. That government printer published something which we shared and we said this is the official version. Lawmakers said it's not what they passed. So they said they would do their own gazette. They set up their committee, they did their own review, they did their own gazette. They sent me a copy, soft copy. But that's not what the Authentication Act says. So I sent my staff, go to government printer and go and buy. They went there as of last week, they said it's not ready, that they should wait. So I also told everybody, the NRS, GRB, you to wait, because we can't issue guidelines when we are not 100% certain that this is the final official position. I called my staff this morning, I said, go back there, be following up every day, go there, don't call them, go and sit down there. And I got feedback as I was here that says that, I don't even know whether I should say this one because I don't know what the press will report. But in the interest of accountability and transparency, so my staff told me that they said everything that they printed, the National Assembly collected from them and said they shouldn't sell to anyone, that they want to complete their review. While that is good, it also creates the uncertainty again. So in other words, what I'll say to you is, the explanation we have provided about the law, because all this issue of they've altered, they've not altered, it's not even a lot. There are few items that shouldn't affect the main thing that people need to, nothing about the tax rate, about the tax burden, the filing deadline. So, but this is the best I can say to you as we speak. Hopefully we can get over this sooner rather than later. Thank you very much.